What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we're finally on Pokemon Unbound, and we have a challenge video for you guys. Today's challenge will be, can I beat Pokemon Unbound on Insane mode? I am not going to do an actual challenge besides going into this game and setting the difficulty into Insane and playing it through completely blind, because I've never played this game, and a lot of people have been saying this is one of the best games they have ever played. This is the best ROMHACK they've ever played, so it's my time to show it off, and I wanted to go through this with a review sort of video and also a challenge video at the same time. So the challenge will be, can I beat it on Insane difficulty? Now, I assume the game is a lot harder. I assume I can't use any items in battle. Well, not I assume, I've been playing through it, but I cannot use items in battle. And also, I've set the battle style into set mode, into the shift, so every time I beat a Pokemon, I can't actually switch out my Pokemon. It's in forever, so that's also one. So hopefully I can actually, beat the game. And of course, the final and most important rule is every single Pokemon I'll be using will be nicknamed after you guys in the comments. So thank you so much for leaving a comment in the previous challenge video. If you guys want to be nicknamed after a Pokemon in my challenge video, just drop it in the comments and hopefully I'll pick yours. Anyway, since you guys are down there anyways, just drop a like, comment down below some challenge ideas just like this one, and also subscribe if you're not already. It'll greatly help my channel. And also, over 80% of you guys are not subscribed, so come on, help a boy out, please. It would be greatly appreciated. And have I told you guys to leave a comment yet? It really helps the algorithm. Leave a like, helps the algorithm, help my channel. I'm begging. Anyways, let's get into the challenge. So to start off with that lengthy intro, we're setting the game into Insane mode and watching Gritty. I don't know, I skipped the cutscene because I'm a bad person. I just skipped the cutscenes in this game. But from the start off, you start off in this little shipment container trapped in this hideout, so you have to get off of it. And I don't know which starter I want to choose. As you can see, I don't know which starter I should choose, so I started spinning around and I decided to pick on Gibble. So Gibble will be my starter Pokemon for this run. I don't have a good nature. I don't really prioritize IVs and EVs on this run, or even natures at all, because I don't have a place for natures to change in my abilities, but we'll get there during the review portion of this challenge video. Anyways, to start off, obviously, one thing I realized right off the bat is that everything is kind of set to your level around, so you can't really over level in this game, which I kind of enjoy. As you see, I lose to my rival real quick because all I have is really Fire Fang and Sand Attack. I try to Sand Attack him, try to make him miss his attacks, does not work, and he beats me. Luckily, that's not a required battle for us to beat. We're going to train a little bit more in the grass, obviously, to get our Pokemon a little high up. Of course, I'm going through this blind, so I don't know what to expect, but my Gibble needs better moves, as you can see. So I decided to catch myself, firstly, a Snorunt, because I wanted a Frostlass. I prioritized getting a female Snorunt, so you get that. And as well, I caught myself a Minior. Miniors can be very useful because I am more focused on, this is a single player game and I could set up as much as I want and then start sweeping. So Miniors can be a really good Pokemon to start sweeping with. I just needed something right off the bat. And then we're going to face off against our rival. Our rival is called Ace in this game. He has a red head. He's kind of crazy. I don't really understand the story too much, but I do understand parts of it. So you guys can clarify the story on what I got wrong and what I got right. It would greatly be appreciated in the comments. And luckily we beat Ace in one try in this take. But as you can see, for the next almost 13-14 hours I'll be playing this game. Oh my god, I do take breaks obviously, but it's not that fun. For the past day and a half I've been playing this game and I've been kind of ruining my life over it. So whoever said being a YouTuber is fun, this is not. You should just do a normal job at this point. So we're gonna head into Dresco Town. Hopefully I said it right, but it's gonna be a really foggy gym for inappropriate reasons, obviously. But as you see, there's a lot of people who comment down below in my challenge videos that say I rely on luck too much, but look at this. Look at how am I supposed to handle this? This is the most insane thing I've ever seen. I'll lose to an Oddish just because I can't hit any attacks in the fog. The fog is so deep I can't hit any attacks. And obviously, eventually we do beat the Oddish with a few takes, and then we beat the second trainer, and then we fight against the gym leader, which also has fog, and also all his moves never misses. Apparently, like, he never misses his moves, and we get slaughtered by him. Yeah, his team slaughtered me completely, super easily. As you can see from all this, one time I got a freeze on him and then he puts all my Pokemon to sleep. Somehow I got the status and then it reversed Uno myself. We're gonna be done with that. We're gonna actually go north of this town and to catch yourself a red Oricorio, which is a fire flying type, which can be very useful to this grass gym. But since it's such a low level and my team is insanely high level, we're gonna go into this house and then train our Pokemon all the way up. We're never going to be over level, of course, so there's no such thing as overtraining in this game. We head back to the gym and they're like 3-4 levels ahead of me, But this time I have an Oricorio and my Snorunt decides to hit more moves this time. I'm able to knock out the Gloom and Floette pretty easily. He's going to send out a Comfy. I'm going to target that thing as well. Pretty easy. And then he's going to send out a Weedle. Luckily, it's just a Weedle, and we don't have to really worry about anything. One thing I would really like about this game, as you can see through the challenges, you'll see great artwork and great designs everywhere. I really enjoyed it. I like how this ROM hack is not annoying, where they introduce new Pokemon randomly, and I don't have to guess the typing. I have to remember the typing, even though they're not official Pokemon. So I really like how they keep it simple, and I like how they keep it within the same Pokemon and expand it all the way up to Gen 7, I believe. Anyways, we're gonna head into the lava cave over here, which shouldn't be really accessible to a teenager. But you know what? I'm chilling with Magma over here. We can do a bit of grinding, and I really love this place. I don't know, the scenery looks really nice. This is a GBA game, by the way. This looks really nice. I really like it over here. It looks actually better than Stark Mountain in Diamond and Pearl. I'm surprised because this is a fan game. I don't know, sometimes fan games are actually better than the actual base game, and you know, the game's ahead of them. So that's pretty impressive how the game developers make that. From here, we're actually gonna head into the next gym, which is gonna be the Dark type gym. And this gym is actually kind of unique. If you get caught by the trainers, you actually don't battle them. They kick you out back to a reset point, which is kind of interesting. You have to secret spy yourself into these little holes back and forth, and you can't actually see anything because you have a little screen of vision. So that's really unique of all aspects. They really take every single feature and every single aspect of the base game, and they reapplied it in unique ways and new puzzles, which I really like. That's a great thing for this ROM hack that I really enjoyed. And we're gonna head into the next gym, which can be the Dark type gym. And we're already level 40, as you can see. I level up really fast in this game, apparently. What's also really fast is the way his Honchkrow is destroying me. Also the Weavile, you know, Weavile was Gabite. It's not gonna really work out too well for me, so I'm obviously gonna have to restart. I set up to a plan where I reset into I get 2 boosts up with my Minior, and that actually works out pretty well. As you can see, I get 2 ancient power boosts on the Liepard after I switching out from Fake Out, and then from there I'm able to one-shot the Absol, which is really nice for us. Don't want to learn Double Edge. I'm really good with self-destruct just in case. The Weevil is going to come out next. It's going to do barely any damage because I have so many boosts up using Ancient Power, of course, and I'm able to one-shot it using Power Gem. I outspeed it, which is amazing. I also outspeed the Honchkrow. There's no Sucker Punch on his team apparently, and the rest of his team is weak to Rock apparently, as I beat the second gym, which is pretty easy. Yo, that's pretty nice. We beat the second gym with what we wanted, Minior. Of course, I assume Minior was going to Shell Smash, but obviously that's down the line, and Ancient Power is what we got to deal with now. Anyways, from here we actually catch ourselves an Abra. It takes a few attempts, but we catch ourselves an Abra apparently. And then we're going to name it, obviously. We also catch ourselves a Ralts, and we're also going to encounter a Magikarp over here and catch that for ourselves. I found out Magikarp is one of the better Pokemon because it does learn Dragon Dance, and we could just teach it, you know, we could teach it good setup moves and good offensive moves, and we could have a pretty good Gyarados. You can see how useful Gyarados is down the road. Speaking useful, we are going to evolve our Gabite into a Garchomp right here, as you can see, and then we're going to head into this little mountain over here. Kind of, you know, less exciting. Frost Mountain is kind of, you know, is whatever, but the snow route after Frost Mountain is really, really beautiful. I really enjoyed it. It reminds me of, obviously, the Sinnoh routes. I think it's obviously designed after the Sinnoh routes, pretty similar to it, but as you can see, I actually run into a shiny Snover, which I did not mean to, and I don't really want, but I catch it with my last Pokeball. I was like, whatever, I catch it, but I actually caught it. I don't really know what to do with it. I just named it after you guys and then just kind of left it there. I do reuse the nickname in the future, don't worry. I did not just abandon your nickname, so don't worry about that. I abandoned the nickname later on, but it's not this nickname. Anyways, we're gonna head into the ice type gym leader of the game, and she's gonna be in this tower, which is random tower. She's actually ice and flying, which is interesting, but she's more flying than anything, I gotta say. She has a strange team as she sends out a Minior first. I mean, I do have a Minior too, but you know, it's double standards. Anyways, I'm able to knock out the Minior before it even strikes me, so that's fine. Gliscor can come out next, and it's just gonna ruin me. And Dodrio, even if I got a boost up with my shell smashing Minior this time, it just Brave Birds me and knocks me out. So obviously there is a problem going on here, and the only way to mitigate this is to set up before the Dodrio comes out. Gliscor is gonna be bait for us. We're gonna knock out the Minior because that thing sets up in front of us. So we're gonna knock out the Minior and then set up in front of the Gliscor, as you can see, trying to weaken down its accuracy and then weaken down its attack stat using my Gyarados I just got. and I'm able to wing it down to the point where it just knocks out the bait Pokemons, but I'm able to send in my Minior, put it into confusion, get set up, knock out the rest of his team. As you can see, I'm going to Shell Smash in front of him, and then he's going to send into his Dodrio on accident as I Power Gem him, which is kind of funny. He's low on HP, so he's getting swap out. Dodrio goes down, and then he's going to send on his Gliscor next. I'm able to Shell Smash in front of his Protect, which is fine. I'm able to Power Gem once again, knock him out, and then he's going to send out his Pinsir. He's getting Mega Bomb outspeeding with Power Gem. I don't know why he didn't Quick Attack, but that is his problem. He has a Staravia. I don't know why. Not a Staraptor. Staraptor is way more cooler. Anyways, Staravia goes down, and I'm able to beat the Flying Gym pretty easily. I gotta apologize for my voice and nose. I don't know what's going on with both of them either. I am so sorry for them, but it's stuffed up. It is so stuffed up, and I can't do anything about it. I don't know why. I tried everything, but it's not working. We are heading into the best city in the game. As you can see, we are training up our, obviously, Kadabra and Gyarados at this point. But the outside of the city is so beautiful. This is my favorite city, even though it's not super major at all. It's not important at all. It's one of the least important cities in the entire game, but it's so beautiful. Just look how the scenery is. It really reminds me of, like, I don't know, the suburbs. I guess the suburbs really feel like that. It's just really nice. It feels nice to be there. I just really like this town in this game. But we're gonna spend a little time being lost. As you can see, I'm just running around talking to NPCs. I started doing this running challenge. I don't know what I'm doing, but as you can see, I get really lost for no reason. I get extremely lost. I start catching Pokemon. I caught myself a Magnemite, and then I caught myself some Love Discs. I'm trying to get some Heart Scales. Obviously, that's not how it works in this game apparently. So I don't know what's going on. Can you get Heart Scales from Love Disc? I don't think so, but I tried my best on it. I promise you that. Then I realized I actually have to do this side quest. In this game, you're actually given side quests to complete and you get rewards. I thought this was an optional one. I didn't even look at the main quest, but apparently you just have to find the Snubbull gang leaders over here. So that is actually a required battle. We're gonna beat the gang leader, obviously, in a Pokemon battle, so he's not gonna beat us up in real life. And then from there, we're gonna actually team up with this green guy, his Luigi looking guy, and then face off against these shadow characters from the start of the game, obviously. We're gonna beat down everyone else, and then head into a pick 3 double battle with Jax, the Luigi green guy. Face off against this psycho guy with a Houndoom that's burning everything. We end up losing, so obviously we're not a protagonist at all. So that's not really good. But luckily we do reset into Jax carries us to victory, as you see, and we beat in this creepy little shadow guy. His name's Ivory, apparently, but we beat him, and then now we're able to set off into the next gym. The next gym is my least favorite gym I've ever played against. I don't know why. This gym is so annoying to play against. If you guys ever played, this gym is reverse battles. Now what reverse battles is that everything that's not super effective normally is super effective, and everything that's super effective is not very effective. If it doesn't affect you at all, that's like super effective apparently, and it kills you in one shot. So obviously in this gym is very annoying. So personally, I think it's a unique feature. I think it's great for the game, but I myself personally do not like it. But I think it's a good add and it's a good feature to really challenge the player. But as you can see, I really don't like it because I get bodied by it over and over and over. The way I found to mitigate this is to actually train up my Pokemon over and over again to get my Gyarados to the level of my team and to get the Alakazam to the level of my team. What needs to actually happen is that we knock out the Beware with Oricorio with Revelation Dance. Next up, he's going to send out Diggersby. He's obviously going to hit me pretty hard as I send in my Snorunt as bait. Then send in my Gyarados to lower his attack set. Switch back and forth between my Pokemon just to bait out some more Intimidate on it. Then this Lopunny's going to come out. I forgot it's a reverse battle, so my Crunch is actually super effective against it, and it's going to knock itself out. As I live a quick attack, it's going to send out Tauros next, and I'm able to hit it with a Waterfall and knock him out as well. And that should be the end of the battle, which is great for us because we get to escape this awful gym. Anyways, from here we're going to head into the mountains. I don't know why. from the really suburban area into the mountains as we go. We're going to fight against this woman in a mansion, and we're going to get ourselves a Megastone. She's going to beat our ass pretty easily, but we come back and we set up in front of her as always, and our Minior will take care of most things, and we got a Mega Ring for it, so that's really great for us. We're able to Mega Evolve finally. We're going to actually head back into the mountains, do a lot of strength puzzles, as you can see. Very annoying. And then there's actually a Row Electivire in this cave that beat up his trainer, and we have to go stop it, which is a long story in general. You guys have to play it. It's a side quest, but I never got the reward. I don't even know the reward is. I thought it was part of the main story. I don't really use my brain, but from here we're gonna do the string puzzle, and then we're actually gonna head to the top of it where there's a boss fight ready for us. You know, the bunch of scary guys, now they are in Dark Souls close, and they're gonna fight against the Zapdos. They catch themselves as Zapdos, which is fine for us. I wasn't really prepared, so I set on my Gyarados first, like a very smart person. Also, my snow run is level 69, and I still haven't found a Dawnstone, by the way. Am I doing something wrong? Probably, but I haven't found a Dawnstone yet. I'm sacrificing all my Pokemon against him, apparently, so this is not looking good for us. We're gonna knock out his Cacturne at the very least, but he's gonna send in his Zapdos once again. He's gonna knock out my Garchomp, my poor little Garchomp, but it is what it is. I'm gonna send in my Minior next. I'm gonna Shell Smash in front of him as I have Lax Incense on my Minior, so I'm able to dodge the Brave Bird, which I didn't plan. But then I'm able to Confuse Raid the Zapdos. As you see, I take a Brave Bird, it is what it is. Then he's gonna send his Dusclops. I'm gonna Shell Smash once again. I'm Confuse Raid, it's gonna hit itself in Confusion. Power Gem 2 shots and knock out the Dusclops. It knocks the Crocodile to low HP, but I'm able to dodge his hit, and I'm able to knock it out in the following turns. And then he sends out his Zapdos, and then his Zapdos goes down, and then I'm like, okay, well, we just beat the game. Minior just clutched things up. Even though we choked so badly, we threw away half our team, Minior clutched things up against him. From here though, since we're able to go into the next part of the game, we're able to fight against a few more new trainers. We're gonna fight against our rival. Once we beat our rival, he's gonna give ourselves a Garchompite, so we can Mega Evolve our Garchomp from here. And then we're gonna actually head into the game corner where we're gonna buy ourselves a Dratini. Dratini is going to be one of the last members of my team. I'm gonna buy myself a Dratini and also use my Magnemite and evolve that Magnemite. So I'm gonna swap out some Pokemon. I'm gonna swap out the Snorunt and as well my Rotes, my Gardevoir, so everything else stays, and that's my team from now on. I have a Magnezone, I have a Dragonite, I have a Garchomp, obviously I have a Minior, I have a Gyarados, and I have an Alakazam. So those my entire team. It's pretty good, I gotta admit. So I'm going to head back to my favorite town. I don't know the name of, but we're going to beat the trainers in this inverse town to get some free XP, obviously, to train our Pokemon all the way up, because, you know, we're starting at like level 20 and our Pokemon are already level 80 on our actual team. So we're going to need a lot of training going on here, and, you know, it works out pretty well. By the way, for some reason this took 2 hours. I don't know why. I don't know why training takes so long. Anyways, we're gonna head into this very cool labyrinth. This like ancient labyrinth where there's Dusclops, and if they see you, they'll haunt you. Actually, they'll just reset you to a point, but it's really cool. We also got access to dens, which is really cool as well. I really enjoyed this so far. We have dens, we have labyrinths, we have like cool, unique puzzles, and then we're gonna head into the spherical land where there's a Hoopa thing. We gotta do a Hoopa puzzle, you know, jigsaw puzzles. It's cool. I really like this because it's fun to do puzzles. You know, really challenging puzzles that's really hard, and I like it. It's fun to do all this and face off against Pokemon in challenging battles, and not be like completely mindless and just pressing A on your starter every single battle, which is most Pokemon games. Anyways, we're gonna head into the next pick 3 battle against these two, Honchkrow and Floette. I mean, for some reason this is a challenge. I lose the first time, but the second time I'm able to knock everything out from my team. Better team, I guess. I don't know. We're able to knock out the Rune Grunts, the light Rune Grunts this time, which is interesting. After we beat the light Rune Grunts, we're actually gonna turn into a Dark Souls character ourselves, someone we hate, and then we're gonna explore around the headquarters that we were actually initially in at the start of the game. As you can see, I'm running through all the lab rat stuff and then just clearing through it as fast as we can. We're gonna face off against Zeph. Zeph is gonna be an interesting character. He's gonna beat me with his Decidueye at one point, but we come back and revenge kill him. As you see, Minior gets set up and then demolishes his team. As you see, Decidueye goes down. Well, with my Garchomp, obviously, because, you know, Minior always got a choke at the end, but it is what it is. From there, we're actually gonna head into the next gym, which is gonna be the electric gym of the game. And I'll be frank, I actually was so stupid about this puzzle. This puzzle is not even hard. It tells you what to do. It tells you how to get into it. But I actually searched up a guide during this, and I had to, you know, look it up, because no shame in doing it. But of course, I don't know why. It's such an easy solution, but I don't know why I needed help. Anyways, we're gonna head into the gym. He's gonna start out with an Alolan Golem, as you see. So Gyarados not the best option. He doesn't even do any damage. He's gonna kill me, and then, you know, he's gonna kill my Garchomp. So he's not looking too good. So I gotta restart the game, send in my Garchomp first against him, Mega Evolve, and then knock out the Golem. I know once he's low, he's gonna switch into his Electros, so I'm gonna Dragon Rush as he sends out his Electros. Electros not a fast Pokemon, but he has levitate, so he could dodge my ground move. So 2 Dragon Rushes would knock him out easily. As you can see, next up he's gonna send on his Ampharos. He's gonna Mega, obviously. I just want to do a lot of chip damage to him. If I was the right nature, I would knock him out easily. But unfortunately, I'm not. He's gonna knock me out with a Dragon Pulse, but that's completely fine. I knock out at least 3 of his Pokemon easily, so I just gotta revenge kill the rest of them. Knock out the Ampharos and the Golem for me. As you can see, he's gonna send on his Togedemaru next. U-turn knocks me out. He's gonna send on his Vigavolt. It's not too big of a deal. I'm gonna send in my Minior against him. It's gonna knock him out pretty easily. Well, do half damage, but that's about it. Knock him out. Anyways, we're gonna lose more Pokemon to him, and the battle looks pretty close to what it was. But I'm able to knock out the Togedemaru with my Magnet Zone at the end, and with no trouble at all, we beat the Electric Gym Galvin. I don't know. We're gonna head into the desert. Desert is gonna be very confusing for no reason, as I actually use the town map. Yes, I'm a nerd. I use the town map. My bad, guys. I don't know what to do. Anyways, we're gonna head into this weird druid fight where he crashes into the side of the island with his ship, and then boom, just this weird phantom looking guy comes out, starts burning all these light ruin grunts, and he starts challenging me. He has Wonder Guard, so I can't actually hit him with anything, so that's kind of annoying. I found out a good strategy for this is to lose. Obviously, our first attempt is to lose against him, but one of our strategies is to use Minior's Confuse Ray against him. It gets him about to half HP, but that's about it I could really do. Can't really do much else about that. So once we lose once again, we're actually gonna go back into the little forest. We can catch ourselves a Shroomish. Yeah, okay, my solutions are kind of like convoluted. It's out there, you know, out of pocket. So we're gonna start off the battle using our Shroomish and then letting him get hit, because he only uses physical attacks, and then he's gonna get Effect Spore and then Poison, hopefully. And then that's how we beat the Warriors. The Shadow Warriors, whatever. So we beat the Warriors, and then there's like 10 more fights of these. So obviously I can't really rely on Shroomish using Poison Point on him, essentially. So what I have to really do is to switch in between my Gyarados back and forth to lower his attack stat, and then send in my Magnet Zone. I actually put the Rocky Helmet on the Magnet Zone, and he's gonna get chipped away pretty easily. So from there, we're able to knock out the Warriors, obviously, and then get to the basement floor where we have to enter the password that the Shadow Grunts actually give us. But kind of an idiot, I forgot the letters, so I'd search up a guide once again. I don't know how this happened. I'm supposed to write it down or something and remember the letters. That's not for me, obviously. But once we are done with, we're gonna actually head against what the password is called, a Clove, I think his name is. He's gonna have a Hoopa, which is kind of scary. He can suck up my friend, which is, I mean, in a really less sus way I could say it, but he's gonna suck up my friend. I can't really do anything about it. He's gonna suck up his friend. I'm gonna start off the battle using Tapu Fini against me. I'm sending my Alakazam. Obviously, that's a poor choice. As you see, I just lose off the bat. So we're gonna restart. My solution for this, not the most well thought out plan, but I'm gonna teach my Magnet Zone Flash, and I'm gonna flash the Tapu Fini in front of this, and then I'm gonna keep flashing until he knocks me out, and then I'm able to send in my Minior and then lose. So I decide to send in my Gyarados to try it out. I'm able to Dragon Dance in front of the Tapu Fini pretty easily. He can send out his Tapu Bulu, and I can't really do too much against him. So I think I gotta set up with using my Minior, obviously, because Hoopa one-shots through multi-scale. How is that even possible? He one-shots me through multi-scale, so he's kind of a scary in person. So I decide to lower his accuracy using both my Alakazam and my Magnet Zone, as you can see. Then from here, I'm going to Shell Smash in front of him. I'm going to run out the Misty Terrain, so I'm able to Confuse Ray him, put a status on him, obviously. Misty Terrain is activated by Tapu Fini's ability, so we got to get rid of that real quick. Put Confuse Ray on him, Shell Smash twice in front of him, and then knock him out using Power Gem. As you can see, he's going to send out his Coco next. Tapu Koko is going down easily with a Power Gem. He's going to send out his Tapu Lele next, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I'm going to explode in front of him because he actually lives an attack against me, which is annoying. He's going to send out his Hooper next. I'm going to send in my Garchomp, then send in my Gyarados in front of him to lower his attack stat. He's going to do a chunky amount, then send back my Garchomp, and then get another attack drop in front of him, as you can see. Then I'm going to Dragon Dance in front of him as he just Ice Punched me again. I think he's Choice Bandit, so I'm able to Waterfall him. I'm looking for a flinch, gets a crit, knocks him out, so that's fine. He's going to send out his Tapu Bulu next. I'm trying to do some chip damage, get a decent amount of chip damage, and then send in my Dragonite. He does has Fire Punch. 2 Dragon Dances will be enough to 2-shot the Tapu Bulu, as you can see. Got pretty close, but you know, always good for us. And then, you know, he's going to send his Hoopa to suck me up. In obviously the less sus way I can. I'm going to head into the Distortion World as the Hoopa sends me here. This is one thing of note. They are really creative with string puzzles. You cannot get more articulated with string puzzles as you could do in Pokemon Unbound. One of the most unique thing about this game is that they put string puzzles in the game. Since I'm doing it blind, obviously I'm going to enjoy it more, but the more you play it, it's going to be more tedious as the one you do in Platinum. That one's cool at first, as you play it, but the more you play it and the over and over you play it, it's gonna get boring and tedious, and you're not gonna want to do it, because if you mess up, you're gonna be like, oh, I knew the solution. It's just gonna be like, ugh. After we get out of the distortion world, we're gonna head into the next gym, and I do some dumb stuff. So this gym only lets us have one Pokemon on our party at one time. I just want to Dragonite and beat down all the trainers here, and then we're gonna head into gym fight real quick. But I didn't know it was a gym fight until I face off against him. I talked to him, and then he just sends out a full team against me with my half dead Dragonite. So it's not really my fault. I can't really do too much, so I lose from the bat. So anyways, we're gonna head into the gym fight once again. I'm gonna get the Conqueror paralyzed and then try to flash it in front of it. It does not work out too many times, but eventually it does work out pretty well for us. We're gonna send in our Gyarados in between to lower his attack stat, obviously, so it makes it easier to set up against him. He burns my Gyarados, so now I can't really use my Gyarados against him to obviously fight it. So once that is done, I'm gonna send my Dragonite. Send out his Medicham as I Dragon Rush him and attempting to knock him out. 2 Dragon Rushes would knock him out easily. As he sends out his Conqueror next, I'm gonna continue setting up in front of him and then knocking out the Conqueror. Then he's gonna send out his Pangoro. Obviously, Pangoro is going down to 1 hit using Dragon Rush. He's gonna Bullet Punch me, break my multi-skill. It is what it is. Then he's gonna send out his Machamp next. I'm able to knock it out. Then his Hariyama comes out next. I'm able to knock it down pretty low, but he's gonna Bullet Punch me, knock me out. As I send my Garchomp, I'm a Mega, and then knock him out pretty easily. So we be in that gym. We're gonna head south of the town, and then we're gonna train up a little more. As you can see, we're doing more stupid train puzzles. As you can see, just a million of these. Then we're gonna head into this muddy town, which is kind of gross, but the gym puzzle is pretty unique. So you have to get to the next island without getting too dirty or taking too many steps. You have to take the least amount of steps throughout this puzzle, which is kind of unique. I really like it. Doesn't really make sense that there's a decor island over there and I got stuck on it for like 10 minutes. But don't blame me. Anyways, we're gonna head into the gym next. The gym is pretty simple. There's a Toxic Peck in front of me, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. I'm paralyze it and then flash it until it actually knocks me out. Then I'm gonna send my Dragonite. I put a Pekka Berry on it so it doesn't get toxic by the Toxic Spikes by the Toxic Pecks. That's a lot of toxic in one sentence. I'm obviously gonna get boosted up easily, and then Extreme Speed knocks out the Kingdra as he sends it out for no reason. He's gonna send out his Toxic Peck once again. He's getting big full bunker me. He caught me. Oh no, he caught me with a poison. Whatever. He's gonna send his Gyarados. That's gonna die in 1 hit. Then he's gonna send out his Toxic Peck once again, and eventually I'm able to whittle it down. He sends out his Seismic Toad, knocks that thing out as well, and then he finally knocks me out. But my Garchomp will finish things off against it. I'm not too worried about it, but I'm not too sure what I'm doing right here. I have Earthquake. I don't need to use Dragon Rush, but it is what it is. I almost choked that for no reason. From here though, I'm able to head into this crystal cave, which is cool, with Ace. I mean, it's pretty simple. We have a double battle with Ace, and then we're gonna face off against Zekrom and Reshiram. Apparently Hoopa is sending the orbs of other legendaries to us, and we have to face off against them. Luckily, Ace is really good with his Pokemon, so he actually can help me and carry me, as Zekrom and Reshiram obviously knocks down the rest of my team. But Ace is able to help me as I kind of struggle with that battle. We're fighting Ace's family over here as they got locked up, and this string puzzle is actually kind of unique. You have to block out the vision of this light grunt, which is interesting. I enjoy this one. There's not too many of these, but it's pretty unique. I enjoy this one. And then we're gonna head into this mega fight against Hoopa. I guess he went rogue or something, but Hoopa, we're gonna face against him. I thought he's gonna be a super hard battle, or he's gonna have Pokemon himself. I thought he's gonna be a trainer himself. He's gonna send out a bunch of legendaries, but he's actually just Hoopa. But then he just randomly sends out a Mega Ray. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I have to reset soon. So anyways, I'm going to Waterfall the Hoopa to start off, which is okay. Then I'm going to Fuse Ray the Hoopa, which is great. As I live in attack, I always lower the attacks of these two Pokemon so I can live in a hit with it. He's going to knock out my Gyarados, which is fine. I wasn't too worried about that. Sending my Dragonite next, I'm able to Extreme Speed the Hoopa. Then I'm able to do some damage against him using Shell Smash and Power Gem on my Minior. And then I send out my Magnezone next. I'm able to Dragon Rush and then discharge the Rayquaza and then knock him up. That was not hard at all. I was expecting a little more. Like, that's my first attempt accidentally. But I mean, the Hoopa gets bounded, and then we get ourselves a Hoopa, and I kind of panic. Like, do I want it? Like, if I kind of want it on my team, but I kind of don't want to betray my team. But Alakazam is really not doing anything on my team, so I kind of just named it after someone. So I'm sorry about that. We're gonna face off against our rival in a surprise battle, so because I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know Ace wanted to battle me at here. This is the final battle against Ace, but you know, half my team's already dead, so that's not fair. He also has a shiny Toucanon, which is crazy. What? Where did he get a shiny from? Anyways, we had to restart the battle, and you can see he doesn't have a shiny anymore, so that sucks for him. But this time we're able to knock him down pretty easily as we knock out the Tyranitar using Intimidate on our Gyarados and all. And there goes down Ace, so for the final time. From here, we're going to head into the next gym. The next gym is going to be like kind of a puzzle where you have to click the buttons on the rock and you have to guess the right order of it. Kind of searched up a guide, I'm not too sure. You know, I wasn't going to sit here for 3 hours checking buttons. But ironically, in the stupidest way, it's called Benjamin Buttons gym because his name is Benjamin and he actually reverts time. So the premise of this gym is if you attack and beat the opposing Pokemon, the Pokemon will go back to its first stage or its previous stage and then go all the way down into its there's no more stages, into its baby form, and then it will die. Unfortunately, if you have a Pokemon like I do with Minior, it will not actually matter because it will just die once it's done. So that is a problem there. So what we have to do is to mitigate this, send out my Gyarados in front of the Arachnid, get set up a little bit in front of it. Obviously the flash helps as it doesn't really hit me most of the time. I get set up all the way against it, and I'm able to two-shot the Arachnid and the Dewpider. You can send out a Skorupi, Waterfall knocks it out. Fortress comes out, I'm able to knock it out, flinch it, and then he'll go down into his Pinecone form. I'm able to knock out using my Magikarp, which is great. He's gonna send out his Volcarona next, knock out my Magikarp, my poor Magikarp. But I'm able to send in my Meteor. Meteor's gonna actually do some solid damage against it. He's gonna confuse Ray, he's gonna hit himself in confusion. I'm able to knock out both his forms, Larvesta and Volcarona. As he sends in a Scizor, he's gonna knock me out pretty easily. I'm gonna send in my Magnezone against him. Magnezone 1v1s him clearly. This charge knocks him out easily, as you can see. And then since I'm so tanky on each of my form, I'm able to knock out the Scizor and able to knock down the Scolipede into his Venipede form. So from there, my Garchomp will take care of things and knock out the Venipede and the Whirlipede, and that should be done for Benjamin Button, which is a cool, unique feature of the game. Once we are done with the battle, he actually turns into a kid himself. From here, we actually clear through the victory road with more string puzzles. What we have to do here, which is really annoying. So this string puzzle, we have to time it correctly where we have to stop the black belt from hitting the rock and getting stuck on it. We're going to move this trainer away from the staircase so we can push the rock all the way down to the bottom. And then we can finally exit victory road. Once we are close to the end of victory road, we have this giant ice puzzle, which is gigantic. What we have to do in this ice puzzle is solve it, obviously. But there is a teleporter over here that you pay $200,000 for, and then you'll get granted to the other side. Obviously, I kind of need the money because I'm kind of strapped for cash. I also need the items that can give us. So obviously, I searched up a guide on how to skip through this ice puzzle because I was here for a good 10-15 minutes. So I'm not gonna stick here for long enough. So as you can see, all these easy movements, I'm just following a guide, and we got to the other end. From there, we're gonna head into the Elite Four. But first, we're gonna do some shopping. We're gonna get some weakness policy and all that, all the items we need. And we're gonna head into the first Elite Four member. The first Elite Four member will be this mole guy. He's obviously a ground type mole guy. He's gonna specialize in sand, obviously. But it turns out he's a double battle, so that's more annoying. So my first attempt at this, I'm actually gonna do pretty well against it. First attempt doesn't count because I kind of quit midway through, but my first real attempt against this, I'm going to knock him down pretty low to his Landorus and his Quagsire. So not really a first attempt at all because it took multiple attempts. What I really need to do is just knock out the Exegil first and then try to get the Quagsire on a weak side. If I get the Quagsire on a weaker side, it's easier to knock him out. Extreme Speed will knock out the Exegil for us, obviously. Dragon Rush luckily flinch it. Sometimes you just need luck. Landorus is going to come out next. Luckily, everyone's faster than Quagsire, so nothing is really a problem. But Landorus can really only knock one of my Pokemon out. Lucky he actually chose nothing. He's going to Rock Slide me. Activate my weakness policy. I'm able to Dragon Rush it. I'm also able to Dragon Rush the Quagsire to knock it out. And then I'm able to Extreme Speed the Landorus, so he's not an issue. The Gliscor is going to come out. He's going to be really such a pain. Like, he roosts off against all the damage against me. So I decided to Shell Smash in front of it and then explode. You know, the first time you guys really see Explosion do anything on this challenge. Explode knocks out my Minior and my Garchomp, but knocks out the Gliscor for us, so we beat this Elite Four member pretty easily. Not too bad, not too shabby. Next up, we're gonna head into the Ghost type Elite Four member, and this battle I feel so bad for her because I think this is supposed to be really hard, but I start off the battle using my Garchomp. I'm getting Mega, of course, in front of the Mimikyu easily. Obviously, what am I, stupid? I'm going to Fire Fang in front of the Mimikyu, which is unfortunate for it because it actually gets burned. I'm able to live a play rough, which is sad because he could have sweeped me, but that is it. I'm able to Earthquake and knock it out. He's going to send out his Blacephalon next. Blacephalon obviously knocks me out. I'm able to send out my Gyarados next. I call his bluff, kind of, Dragon Dance in front of him to get my attack stat up and my speed up. Then Waterfall knocks him out. Then he's gonna stand on his Aegis. I try to bluff it again. I thought he was getting King Shield. He doesn't. So he's gonna Swords Dance in front of me. I'm gonna crunch it, activate his weakness policy. Now everyone's in trouble. Send his Mega Zone, because Mega Zone does have sturdy. I'm able to knock out the Aegis Slash. And then his Giratina comes out. He's gonna Hex me. Obviously everything's going wrong for me, but it's looking pretty good because Dragonite will actually beat down the Giratina for us pretty easily. Get a lot of chip damage on it. And then I realize my Minior is in the back. And Minior is going crazy. Shell Smash in front of the Chandelier, and then it decides to swap into his Gengar for no reason. I'm gonna confuse it. It's gonna hit itself in confusion. Then I'm able to knock it out using Power Gem, and then the rest of his team will go down to Power Gem since I'm +4. And oh my god, that's so sad for this Ghost type Elite Four member, because I mean it could have been really hard. Anyways, we're gonna head into the next Elite Four member, which is gonna be the Fairy type Elite Four member, and it's gonna kick my ass, which I didn't assume it was, but it did. As you can see, Magnezone goes down to everything apparently. Magnezone goes down to Azumarill and the Mawile. It's a Xerneas in the back. Of course he does. Of course he has a Xerneas in the back. Who doesn't have a Xerneas in the back? Xerneas just, of course, can KO me. One of my solution is to try to drown out the Misty Terrain. Does not work. Misty Terrain decides to stay on the field forever. I have Substitute. I have Protect. I have Flash. My Alakazam is doing the most, as you can see. It's trying its best to stall out the Misty Terrain, but unfortunately the Misty Terrain is actually part of the room, which I can't get rid of. So the only solution we actually have is to do exactly what I said. So we're gonna start the battle using our Magnezone to Flash Cannon, knock out the Ninetales without it setting up Aurora Veil or anything. It's gonna sound as Togekiss next. It's gonna have Aura Sphere, obviously. So I decided to send in my Alakazam in front of it. Then he's gonna swap into Azumarill, and then I'm gonna swap into my Magnezone once more. I'm gonna flash it as many times as I can, and then knock him out using my Alakazam. I live in the Aqua Jet as his belly drums, but it's fine. Then he's gonna send out his Mawile next. Mawile is gonna get flashed down as he just tries to Sucker Punch me. As you can see, all it could do is Sucker Punch me, but it's also getting Swords Dance, which is scary. But eventually he's gonna hit me as I send in my Gyarados next. Gyarados is gonna lower his attack stat, which is fine for us. I'm gonna Dragon Dance in front of it. He's gonna keep Swords Dancing as I Dragon Dance up. He's gonna try to hit me. It does not work out as I set up the rain on accident, which actually wins me the game. As you can see, sets up my last Dragon Dance, and then I'm gonna Waterfall him, knock him out. Then he's gonna set out Xerneas. I'm able to Waterfall that thing in one hit and knock it out. Sends out Sylveon, Waterfall in the rain, almost knocks it out, but 2 shots it and then knocks it out, and then Waterfall once again. As I set in my Dragonite, I'm able to do Extreme Speed twice and then knock him out. And there goes the Fairy type Elite Four member. That was a pain to do. Next up, a little bit easier in the sense that he kicks my ass faster. This is a double battle against this Dragon type Elite Four member. He's gonna start off using Goodra and Tyrantrum, and boy, do I want to see some comments saying I rely on luck too much. This guy relies on luck so much. As you can see, I misses my Dragon Rush, and then he's able to one-shot me through multi-skill, obviously, with his Ice Beam, Kyurem all the time. I also died to Komo easily because I missed some attacks against him, and also there's a Heat Wave randomly in the game because I missed all my attacks and all I got is Magnezone. So there's a bit of trouble everywhere. What I actually have to do is to set up, knock out the Tyrantrum first, and then send in my Dragonite to Dragon Dance in front of it. Then I'm gonna be faster than Kyurem, obviously. So I'm able to Dragon Rush. He's gonna actually activate my weakness policy every time he actually hits me. But unfortunately, I missed the attack and he's gonna Ice Beam me, knock me out. So you see the strategy. I'm gonna set up with my Dragonite, and then everything's gonna get paralyzed, and then I'm gonna knock things out slowly. As you see, I'm finally faster than the Kyurem, knock out the Kyurem in one hit, and finally land a hit for once. Then he's gonna send out his Tyrantrum. I'm able to Psychic down the Goodra, and also Dragon Rush knocks out the Tyrantrum for me, as he kind of lowers my accuracy with Muddy Water all the time, so it's kind of getting annoying. But anyways, we're able to knock out the Goodra with a Waterfall, and then knock out the Tyrantrum with a Dragon Rush easily, as you can see. Then he's gonna set out his last 2 Pokemon, which is a Dragonite and his Altaria. I'm gonna focus on the Dragonite because that thing is kind of a threat more than Altaria. I'm able to knock out the Dragonite through multi-scale. I assume multi-scale, but that goes down pretty easily as I send him my Minior against the Altaria. Confuse Ray, Waterfall slowly knocks out the Altaria for us, and we do end up beating this Elite Four member pretty easily. And that's the final Elite Four member. Finally. And now the final battle of the game will be against Luigi. This green guy over here, his name is Jax. We're gonna face off against him. He's apparently the champion. He's gonna face off against us. Apparently he has a Mega Ray as well. He's gonna knock me out. So that is also a scary tidbit I gotta remember. So what we gotta do is start the battle using my Gyarados and my Minior to start the battle. You can send out his Zapdos, obviously off the Intimidate. Then I'm gonna waterfall, try to knock out the Golurk. Apparently he is scared of me, so he's gonna protect with his Zapdos. That's strange because his electric move actually hurts both of my Pokemon. So that's strange. I'm able to knock out the Golurk as I send him a Magnezone in replace of a Minior. He tries to protect again, which is odd. He's gonna send out his Rayquaza next. I'm able to try to waterfall down the Zapdos as I try to discharge down the team. I know my Gyarados can go down. Actually, I didn't know that. I was gonna risk it, but it goes down. But I'm able to paralyze the Rayquaza, as you can see. Send out my Dragonite against him. I'm able to Dragon Rush against the Rayquaza, and then try attack against the Zapdos. Magnezone goes down, but also his Rayquaza goes down. He's gonna send out Salamence next, as I send in my Minior and my Dragonite. I'm gonna return my Dragonite into Alakazam, as I know he's gonna Drago Meteor using his Salamence, and then I'm gonna Shell Smash in front of him as he used Protect. So everything's going pretty well. I'm gonna Power Gem the Zapdos as it goes down, and then he's gonna knock out my poor little Alakazam. Then I'm going to send in my Dragonite against him. He's going to Draco me, which is fine because he's going to activate my weakness policy. I'm going to Power Gem the Salamence for no reason. I don't know why I did that. I should have confused Ray, but it is what it is. After this turn, my weakness policy activates. I'm able to Extreme Speed, knock out the Salamence, and then I'm able to flinch the Gastrodon. Unintentional, but it is what it is. Since I know one Dragon Dance is not faster than a Naganadel, I'm going to Extreme Speed, try to do some chip damage against the Gastrodon as he knocks me out since I'm a bigger threat. He's going to Earth Power me, but I'm able to Earthquake, knock out the Naganadel for me. And things are looking pretty bad for us because this Gastrodon actually walls me completely. I'm going to waste all my Dragon Rushes against him, and unfortunately for him, he gets flinched at the end, and also he gets crit at the end. A flinch into a crit to knock him out, and we beat Jax just by the skin on our teeth. By oh my god, we just barely beat Jax from that, and I was so excited because at the end there was no way I could beat the Gastrodon. It was walling me. If I didn't beat it with Dragon Rush, I couldn't beat it at all. I was trying to crunch it to lower his defense, but it didn't work. But at the end, we do get him done, and that's one of my favorite battles. I mean, this is a really fun game. This is a really fun game in general. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, my Pokemon are all close to level 100. I spent 13 hours on it. 13 or 14 hours on it. So do I rate it over Radical Red? I don't actually. I do enjoy Radical Red more, but this game on its own is very top notch. Is very good. I see the hype on it, but I want to replay it once more in the future, and hopefully I have the best. Hopefully I have similar expectations for it. I hope it doesn't feel like a drag or a chore to play it, because there are some Pokemon games that the Pokemon company themselves make it. Game Freak makes it, so it's very annoying when games get stale after you replay them. There's games that don't get stale. For my instant, Radical Red does not get stale for me. It's like the platinum of ROMHACks for me. I do not get stale by playing it, so I'm gonna have to see for myself. So far, Unbound is up there, but it's not top. You know, Radical Red is still on my top favorite ROMHACks of all time, so of course that's gonna be up there. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. This was so fun to make. I finally did an Unbound challenge. Hope I could do more Unbound challenges in the future. Anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Hope you guys all enjoyed. So sorry for my nose. So sorry for my nose and my voice. This video. Hopefully you guys can look past it. And I'm getting delirious for some reason. I'm stuttering everywhere. But anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also subscribe if you're not already. My name is Ben Alpha. Hope you guys all had a great day. I'm out. Peace.